Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphurblade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Football Coach College Dynasty. So we are in, what is this, Season 6? It's the beginning of Season 6. And we're looking at our first game versus Florida State happening here shortly. So let's go ahead and jump into that. They're already ranked number 7. Can we get an upset on the number 7th ranked team? Probably not. Alright, we're going to go for heads. We won the toss. We will defer to the second half and play ball. Okay, it's 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 3, 4th and 6. Right, we got to stop. Do we want to start passing? You know what? I'll let my offensive coordinator for now have his way. Alright, we're punting. 2nd and 15, 3rd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 11, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. No. Okay. Alright. Some play action in there. Wow, touchdown against Florida State. We're on the board first. Okay, 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 5, 4th and 7. The clock run out in the first quarter. Looks like we're punting. Okay, Florida State has pretty good field position right now. Holy crap, we just... Wow. Cornerback Pablo Moses returns 82 yards for a touchdown. What an interception. We are ahead 14-0 on number 7 Florida State. What is going on right now? Wow. Okay, 2nd and 17, 3rd and 9, 4th and 9. They're punting. You know what? Start chewing clock. Let's get that run game going. And we didn't get it going. Okay. First and 10, 2nd and 4, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 2, 4th and 3, field goal, 37-yarder. It's 14-3. Wow, look at that return. We're in decent field position already. First down, very nice. Let clock run on. No. Up tempo, yes. I mean, there's 10 seconds left. Yeah, we should probably kick it. Let's go back to chewing the clock. Oh, we fumbled the ball. 2nd and 1, 1st and goal, touchdown. We're only ahead by 7 now. There's a lot of game left. Hunting. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8. They're punting. Third and 6. 2nd and 8. 1st down. Nice. Very good. I-form pro right up the middle. 37-yard field goal. Let's go for it. We made it. Right, it's the 4th quarter. We're up by 10. 2nd and 7. Damn, no 1st down. Punting. 1st and 10, 2nd and 3. 1st and 10, 2nd and 4. Touchdown. That leaves us up by 3. Come on, offense. Oh, man. 8 minutes left. We got a punt. Okay, 2nd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 3rd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 6. Whew. Okay, offense. We need a drive. We need to chew some clock. Okay, 1st down. 2nd and 6. 1st and 10. 2nd and 9. All right, this is going well. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6. 3rd and 3. 4th and 1, and we can let the clock run out in the game? Holy crap. We just beat Florida State. That just happened. Heck yeah. How'd we do? I mean, it wasn't the most amazing game, yardage-wise, but we beat Florida State. And we got paid for it. Come on. Not a lot of injuries, please. In fact, we beat Florida State at Florida State. We went into the Lions' Den and won. game is confused right now. It's like, what just happened? It's currently calculating half my team being injured to make up for the fact that we got a big win. No injuries. Wow. All right. Let's read the news after that. Northern Illinois wins season opener. There was a thriller in Tallahassee as Northern Illinois defeated Florida State 20-17. The Huskies passed for 124 yards and rushed for 159 more, outgaining their opponents by just 40 total yards. Northern Illinois moved to 1-0 on the season, while the number 12 ranked Seminoles fell to 0-1. Now Florida State's got to play Notre Dame. Man, sucks to be them. Northern Illinois pulls off upset. And we're still not ranked on top of our own conference. Disrespect. Okay, Jimmy Dickey is 4th on the list right now. How did Buffalo do? Boise State wins defensive battle. Well, so Buffalo started off with a loss. Nice. Maybe that will help us out in this upcoming battle. All right, let's go to recruiting. Sort by points ahead estimate. Let's get the scouting done. So B plus 54. Nothing changed. A plus 59. No change. Nothing else to do. Okay. All right, I think we're gonna get rid of that defensive lineman. All right, we're currently winning on both of these. You know what? How many seniors do we have leaving? How many seniors do we have? We have 15 seniors. Well, there's no reason we can't. That leaves 3 spots open. Okay, we can keep all of these guys. Let's give them all offers. Everyone gets an offer. All right. Set practice focus. Rushing and stop the run. That's what we do. Depth chart shouldn't have to be moved. Nobody was injured. And game plan should be fine. All right, big game here. Actually a big game. So if we look at things, Buffalo is pretty much equal to us in talent, right? So they are on the stronger side of the bracket. So either Miami or Buffalo, in my opinion, are the favorites to win over here. And since we're not playing Miami this year, but we are playing Buffalo, this is a big one for the conference championship, right? Otherwise, I think when we face off against Toledo on our side of the bracket will be another big one. But this is probably going to be our biggest conference game of the season. And we're jumping into it right away after a huge win against Florida State. Okay, we're favored by 3 points. Okay, tails. Northern Illinois wins the toss. We're going to defer to the second half and play ball. Looks like it's raining, so that should help us out as we're a run-oriented team. Okay, 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 9. Punting. Here we go. I'm going to let the offensive coordinator have his way, and we got nowhere. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8, 4th and 8. I like that play. No, I don't want the quarterback running. Okay. An end around, huh? All right. And it worked. 39 in the rain. We made it. Okay. 3rd and 8, 4th and 6. Okay. Alright, we're moving the ball all right. Oh, and a fumble. Wide receiver Quincy Harrington fumbles the ball. That's a shame. Okay, 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. Clock has run out in the first quarter. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 4. 1st and 10. 2nd and 11, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, 1st and goal, touchdown. Okay, so we just had an interception and scoring in, yeah, that was a big turn of events, right? We went from being able to score and going up by 2 points to them coming up on us instead. All right, 3rd and 1. 40-yard field goal. No good. 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 3, 4th and 1, 4th down conversion. 2nd and 12, 3rd and 5, 4th and 2, another 4th down conversion. Buffalo missed the field goal. Good for us. All right, let's end around. No, it worked before. It's not going to work this time. Okay. 2nd and 3, 1st and 10. 51-yard field goal? No, that's not happening. Short passes. Come on. 4th down conversion. Okay, touchdown, extra point. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 4. Fumble. Our ball. Good field position. 3rd and 3. Oh, no. 42-yarder, huh? In the rain. All right, let's go for it. We made it. Second and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 11, 3rd and 4, 4th and 9. Turnover on downs. Okay, 2nd and 2. Let the clock run out on 3rd quarter. 2nd and 2. Okay, let's not have a turnover here, please. Touchdown. Oh, why did we go to 2 points? Why didn't I look and check to make sure that they didn't do that? 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 13, 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6, 4th and 5, field goal. No end around. Okay. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 5, 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7. Punting. We're up 9, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. All right. Let's play hard defense. We don't want to let them back in the game. 2nd and 10, 1st and 10. This is playing hard, guys. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. 4th down conversion. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. Buffalo turnover on downs. Okay, let's get to running. Oh, decisions. Well, the decision right now is padding stats is the decision right now. All right, game's over. Alright, hopefully nobody got hurt. I don't think that's good for us. That's only 1 week. We can live without one of our Studley offensive linemen for a week. But that one sucks. Okay. Depth chart. Safeties. Okay, he actually is not one of the starters. That's good. Okay, linebacker and offensive line. Okay, we can schedule a visit here. This is a defensive lineman. we're not really going after that many offensive players, are we? One. If we count the kicker as offense, 2, 3. Yeah. Mostly defense. All right, we got an 0-2 Kent State. Okay, how's the league news? Top 5 teams clash. Florida outlasts Texas A&M. Florida State is number 10. Dawson is the front runner for Player of the Year over in our conference. Right. We've got a defensive lineman that's over here, and QB redshirt freshman. Redshirt freshman. Wait, what else did it say here? Kent State takes on Northern Illinois this week in Kent in a game that some say could be a blowout. Northern Illinois has a slight talent advantage, but the two teams have similar yards per game and point per game differentials. Northern Illinois has the 7th ranked passing defense, allowing just 121 passing yards per game. Old school football in DeKalb. A close, evenly matched game saw Northern Illinois defeat Buffalo 19-10. The Huskies passed 120 yards and rushed for 261 more, outgaining their opponents by 50 total yards. Northern Illinois moved to 2-0 on the season, while Buffalo fell to 0-2. Right, here we go. Okay, Kent State has elected to defer to the second half. Play ball. Gonna let the offensive coordinator do what he wants, and trying to understand how that's reacted in a 4th down. I see what happened. Okay. 1st and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 12, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, punt. And we're punting. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 13, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 1st and 10, 2nd and 13, 3rd and 3, 4th and 1, Second and 1, third and 1, fourth and 1. Kent missed the field goal. Really? We're going to start off with a pass like that? No. Get back to the ground game. I'd rather have play action if we're going to pass it. None of these end arounds. Touchdown. Alright, first and 10, second and 12, third and 4, first and 10. Interception. Big interception. And we run it in for a touchdown. 14-0. First and 10, second and 3, first and 10, first and 10, second and 11, third and 2, first and 10, first and 10, second and 10, third and 10, fourth and 10. Kent made field goal. Okay, it's 14-3. Wow. Wide receiver Logan Page, 50-yard pass from Jimmy Dickey. Let's get back to the ground. Touchdown. Play action. Wow. Julian Wolf, 28-yard touchdown scamper. We'll take it. Second and 10, first and 10, second and 10, third and 13. All right, we're not getting very far here. First and 10, second and 12, first and 10, second and 6, first and 10, first and 10. Touchdown. Or no, field goal. Oh, well, we'll take the field goal. Oh, it was the end of the half. I see what happened. First and 10, second and 13, first and 10, second and 13, first and 10, first and 10, second and 6, third and 6. Another field goal. You know, they've managed to get a few yards of offense. They've had some decent drives. They've just come along. They've only gotten 3 off of their efforts, which is helping us out a lot. .46-yard field goal. Otherwise, it's 4th and 12. 65% chance. All right, let's. I mean, he's a decent kicker, but past 45 yards is a bit rough. All right, he made it. Third and 5, 4th and 6. We went nowhere. Punting. Second and 9, first and 10, first and 10, second and 8, third and 3, first and 10, first and 10, second and 10, First and goal. Touchdown. Good return for us. Play action. Nowhere. Slants. Play action again. Alright. No, not play action again. Let's get it back on the ground. Really? Really? Wow. 49-yarder, huh? Alright, we'll go for it. Made it. Second and 3, first and 10, second and 1, third and 1. Touchdown. We're giving up too many yards to Kent State. Really? We couldn't get the first down? First and 10, first and 10, first and 10, second and 13, third and 1, first and goal, another touchdown. Fail the 2-point conversion. They're only 5 points back, guys. We need some offense here. We're not exactly in control of this game anymore. We're letting it slip away. Oh, shit. Really? Really? Punt. Defense. Please. Play some ball here. Second and 12. Third and 12. Fourth and 2. You have to stop them here. Good. I should kneel on it. I really should. I'm gonna. Okay. Look at that. Kent really got a lot of yardage in that game. An insane amount of yardage was given up to Kent. We're lucky to come away with a victory in that game, to be honest. All right, offensive lineman is coming back in. I mean, look at all of these battles we're involved in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like half of our, no, 6. Half of our recruiting class is all being battled for. Ooh, Northwestern. Big game, actually. It would be nice to continue to go undefeated. However, this game could threaten that. They've got a really good D. Yeah, no changes to the game plan. Alright, can we keep our streak going against a very talented Northwestern team? Okay, well, we can stop their run. And we're evidently going to be able to pass rush, but their receivers might get open. And it's not saying we have a good matchup rushing wise. Wow, they got some really good linebackers. Have upcoming game against Illinois. Hold Illinois, Minnesota, or Northern Illinois to 14 points or fewer. Alright, well, let's not let that happen. Let's make their donor sad. Okay, heads. We will defer to second half and play ball. Okay, it's 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 12, punt. All right, here we go. So far, so good. I'm not sure about this play. And our march has been halted. Punting. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 14. Oh, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. Right? Alright. Shit. Interception. 2nd and 1, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 1st and 10. They're driving off of that interception. It's 3rd and 9, 4th and 6. 4th down conversion. And a long 4th down conversion. 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. Field goal defense, short field goal. They have 3 on the board. We're getting nowhere. We're punting. Third and 13, 4th and 18. Fumble. Julian Wolf fumbles the ball. Really? Second and 9, 3rd and 8, 4th and 9. Missed field goal. 2nd 11. No, I don't like that play. No, I wanted medium passes. Something like that. There we go. Touchdown. Second and 9, 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. Punt. Boy, they got us deep. Okay, 2nd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 13, short pass, hitches. Okay, 4th and 6, and we're punting. 1st and 10, 2nd and 18, 3rd and 5, interception. And a half. Oh, this has been a battle. I don't like that play. Okay. Okay. 4th and 2. Oh boy. Really? I can't watch. Oh, conversion, good. 1st and 10. 2nd and 3, 3rd and 3, long field goal. Made. 10 to 3. 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, 1st and 10. 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2. They made their field goal. It's 10-6. Let's go offense. Let's get it going. All right. Liking it. I'm not liking that play. All right, we're in very, very long field goal range right now. I'd rather a short pass, something along the lines of this. No. Special teams, punt. 1st and 10, 2nd and 7. Come on, D. Oh, defense. Okay, they missed a field goal. All right, let's get back to their side of the field, please. Oh, yeah. I'm worried about this game slipping away in the last minute. Second and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd 11. Whew, big interception. Let's go. Come on. 2nd and 4. 3rd and 1. Smash it. Okay, first down. Play action. Again? Again? Yes. Run it, run it, run it. Run it home. No, no, no. Let's go. Yes. Big touchdown. Major touchdown. We missed the extra point. Really? Okay, 2nd and 17. 3rd and 17. 4th and 17. Okay, we can breathe here. Running back, run it out. 2nd and 1. 1st and 10. 2nd and 11. 3rd and 2. 1st and 10. No, we're gonna keep running. Tough game against a very talented Northwestern. 16-6, so we just got ahead of their 14-point wish for their donor, so we still made their donor cry, but barely. Alright, that was a hard 4-game stretch. We took out at the time, number 7 Florida State. We just took out a talented Northwestern team. We started off at one of probably the hardest conference games we'll have all year against Buffalo. And Kent really tried against us. They put on an offensive marathon, but thankfully we outscored them. So pretty hard first 4 games of the year. I think from here on the games get a little easier. Alright, so we got a linebacker returning and a tight end injured. So that's one of our primary tight ends. Points ahead estimate. Okay, so we're starting to slip on some of these guys. Wisconsin's going to be hard to beat. They really are. Why are we behind? Probably because of a recruit visit. Pretty good recruit visit for them as well. Oklahoma's ranked this year. Or not Oklahoma, Wisconsin is ranked this year. They're number 19. Nil deal, extremely important, huh? I mean, of the defensive linemen we are going for, is he worth throwing that much nil at? A 60 B minus? Not really. I should have looked at that first. This is the run we really want. Alright, I'm not throwing any more nil at anyone. I really shouldn't have thrown nil at either of those. Not this early in the recruiting. You know, I could end up, they could end up coming to my recruit visits, me getting good points, me not having to spend nil at all. I might have just wasted 500k. We'll see. We'll see when, as the year progresses. Rushing, stop the run, lock in the focus, auto practice. Alright, so the thing with Central Michigan is we don't want to, you know, have a slump and lose to them. They're a team we should handily beat, so we don't want to drop the ball against somebody we're expected to win against. Have a single player record that many yards. All right. Beat Ball State. Sure. Have a single player record that many receiving yards. Okay. Sack the opposing QB 28 times. We have 14 sacks already this year. Okay, this is looking doable here. How's the league news going? Florida State is number 7. Well, that should only help with our possibilities of making the rankings. We are now up on top of the Mid-America Power Rankings. Okay, Julian Wolf just finally arrived over here. All right, here we go. We're favored by 14. Matchup history. 2-3. We've really lost to Central Michigan twice? Huh, I find that surprising. But alright. Let's go. Begin the game. Defer to second half. Northern Illinois has elected to defer. Play ball. Okay, it's raining. Hopefully that helps us out. First and 10, second and 8, third and 8, fourth and 8. Punt, return, fumble. They now have better field position by punting. Second and 6, third and 6, fourth and 8, and they're punting again. Okay. See what our offense can do. Play action, interception. Alright, second and 5, first and 10, second and 14, third and 13, punt. Okay, second and 8. No play action here. Okay, touchdown. First and 10, second and 10, third and 2, field goal, missed. Interception. Third and 18, fourth and 18. Fumble. Alright, let's stop turning the ball over, guys. Third and 1. Second and 1. Third and 1. First and 10. Second and 10. Third and 10. First and goal. Second and goal. Touchdown, huh? That's not great. Second and 8, third and 5, second and 6, first and 10, third and 10, none of this. Okay, touchdown. Second and 10, third and 12. First and 10, second and 8, third and 4, fourth and 4. Okay, they punted. Play action on second and 5. Good gain. Back to the ground. Play action again, huh? And again. Let's go back to the ground. Let's keep it on the ground. Let's keep it on the ground. First and goal. There we go, touchdown. Missed the extra point. Second and 10. Third and 13. Fourth and 13. Let's go, guys. Play action. Let's get back to the ground. The clock run out. Good gain. Sure. Yes. Excellent. Third and 3, 4th and 9. Ground. Keep it on the ground. 4th and 3. I mean, honestly, we should be punting. First and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 16, 4th and 14. Let's run it, run it, run it. Keep running. None of this end around stuff. Yes. 4th and 1, 30-yard field goal. Okay. Missed. Ouch. 2nd and 18, 3rd and 16, 4th and 16. Turnover on downs. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 6. Okay, we made the field goal that time. 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 16, 4th and 9, turnover on downs. Run it straight ahead. Run it straight ahead. Game's over. Okay, that puts us, what, 5-0 on the year so far? We're now ranked. Our tight end has recovered from an injury. All right, can we keep this ranking from going to our heads? Rushing, stop the run, lock in the focus, practice it up. Back to the league news. USC beat Wisconsin, it looks like. Right, Julian Wolf has taken his place on top of our conference. And our defensive lineman is up here as well as another one. Well, that's nice to see. Northern Illinois' defense dominates. Red Hawks look to stay perfect. So, got a pair of perfect teams here between us and Miami. All right. Let's get this game against Akron in matchup history. We've won all three. Tails. Akron wins the toss. Akron is elected to receive the ball. Alright, 2nd and 15. Akron has fumbled. We have the ball on their 2-yard line. Yes, let's run it right up the gut. Touchdown. Alright, 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 7. 4th and 7. Short field goal, 27-yarder. They made it. That's what you want to start the game off with, offensive coordinator. Well, I suppose I'll let you have your way. And no dice. Fourth and 10. An end around. Holy crap, it almost worked. Like, majorly almost worked. 62-yard rush. None of this QB sneaking. Halfback dive, yes. Touchdown, Julian Wolf. Wow. Second and 9, 3rd and 10. Field goal, 32-yarder. It's good. Second and 9, 3rd and 3. Yeah, let's get this run game going. Switch up to play action, no luck. $53-yarder, no. Second and 10, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. Play action, corners, nothing going, punting. 4th and 6. Touchdown. Third and 15. Fourth and 15. Okay, we got 53 seconds. One timeout. .38 seconds. First and goal on the 5. Right up the gut. Touchdown. None of that. Excellent. Second and 10, third and 9, fourth and 9. Turnover on downs. What happened there? We went through it for it on fourth down, did we? I didn't even notice. Second and third and 7. Field goal. Missed field goal. Jet sweep, huh? Second and 8. Third and 6. First and 10. First and 10. Second and 9. Third and 3. Let the clock run out. Second and 4. Third and 3. Alright, kick it. It's good. Third and 7. Fourth and 7. Touchdown. Second and 8. Third and 4. Fourth and 4. Turnover on downs. Let's run that ball. Brian Tyson. Alright, that's the game. 407 yards rushing. Julian Wolf rush attempts. Julian Wolf rush touchdowns. 5. Very nice. Okay, Toledo. This will be a fairly important game, I believe. Lock in the focus. Shouldn't need to do anything on the depth chart or the game plan. However, let's look at the conference. So Toledo is 2-2 in the conference, actually. Ball State, surprisingly, is 3-1 on our side. That's our rival. Could make it for an interesting rivalry game. Still, this will be an important game versus Toledo. They are the next highest prestige team on our side of the bracket, so Toledo is the guys we need to look out for on this side of the bracket. And Miami is still going strong over on that side. Number 26. Be interesting if Miami and us can both crack the top 25 rankings. Be good for the Mid-America Conference. All right, league news. Look at this. Julian Wolf is climbing up into Player of the Year watch potential. Could we get back-to-back Player of the Years with 2 different running backs? Be pretty cool. At the same time, I don't really want to lose another running back to the draft. Okay. Northern Illinois stays perfect. Northern Illinois defeats Akron and DeKalb, winning 45-6. The Huskies passed for 91 yards and rushed for 407 more, establishing a strong running game with an average of 6.3 yards per attempt. The number 23 ranked Huskies move on to 6-0 on the season, while the Zips fell to 1-5. Toledo versus Northern Illinois. Toledo takes on the number 23 Northern Illinois this week in Toledo in a game that some say could be a blowout. The two teams are fairly evenly matched talent-wise, but Northern Illinois has the statistical edge this season. Northern Illinois has the 8th-ranked scoring defense, allowing just 12.5 points per game. Miami just beat Toledo. Okay, so that's why they have the who else did they lose to besides Miami? Ohio, Cal, and Miami. Okay. I think this is probably where we're going to wrap up this particular episode. So we've gotten off to a strong season 6 at 6-0 with an actual ranking. Pretty cool for such a small fish. Well, a big fish in a small pond. It's pretty cool for us, I suppose. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulphurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing. And until the next time, all, peace.